How you guys doing? So today's video, I actually have two videos planned for today. This video is going to be going over a little bit of the ARC Troopers kit, and then we're going to go check out the developer insights for Anakin. And the next video I have planned for you guys today is about what this kind of means for GAC and what you should be kind of looking out in your strategy for your new GAC with this new character being in the game. So that's my next video. If you guys want to go check that out. I'll leave a link and I'll do like a card or whatever here. So go check it out, guys. So first things first, let's go right into the developer insights for this guy. So I already kind of read some of these. I'm not going to go over this first one. So yeah, this one here, they ask, how does use 2 abilities per turn mechanic work in the game? Do you select abilities twice? And then this CG Prophet guy says, no, the player will choose the first ability General Skywalker uses and then trigger a second ability that is linked with the first if able. So, like for example, if you want to use the basic first, you'll straight afterwards use the telekinesis ability. So that's pretty straightforward. Next one here, they say, can you explain how advance and cover works? So myself, I was reading the kits yesterday. It kind of made some sense to me, but I still want to kind of look into it a little bit more. So, CG Parking Instructor, I love that name. He says, General Skywalker really comes alive when you put him in the leader slot, which enables his General of the 501st leader ability. Skywalker will advance while he has protection. While advancing, the General Skywalker 501st allies can't not lose health, but once his protection is depleted, he goes into cover. While in cover, his allies can lose HP, and you can try to defeat them before he goes on the offensive again. So it's kind of like a ticking time bomb almost, if you think about it. You're like almost forced to hit the Anakin, then once he goes below that 100% HP, you can't hit him anymore. So then at that point, you're forced to hit somebody else. So in this kind of team here, we're talking about a team with the Anakin being the leadership, and then having all the 3 501st clones in the game, Rex, Echo, and Fives, and then having Ahsoka there as well. So let's say you do happen to hit off all the protection, and he's at the lower part where he has cover because you lost 100% HP, right? Well, then you have to be forced to hit somebody else. So with how the 501st clones work, you do not want to go for Rex or Echo first, because if you do, then you'll trigger Fives' unique Zeta, which is not good. That will give them more HP, more damage, and more speed as well, because how that works is if you kill somebody, instead Fives dies, and then then he gives out all of his extra stats to those two clones. So if that is the case and you do happen to go after Anakin first, right after he gets his cover, you guys should really go after Fives right afterwards, or consider going after Ahsoka, because in this team it's a really big ticking time bomb with how Rex has his Annihilate. And then you have to be under another ticking time bomb with Anakin getting his protection up and then getting his massive permataunt back again. So this is really a tough thing to go against, guys. And I don't think many people and many teams in this game can do this. So that's the first part to it. And then another thing says he recovers 10% protection per turn on anybody's turn. So this is his allies. This is the enemies. So there's going to be 5 people, or really 4 people, because he's going to be in cover. He can't take a turn. So there's going to be 4 people on his team that can take a turn, and then 5 people on the enemy team that can take a turn. So that's like 90% extra protection up. So I think with the TM gain from Rex, you'll be able to pull this off very easily. And yet again, you will be under a ticking time bomb. So, and then yes, once he gets full protection, he gets his advance back, and the cycle starts again. So that's kind of how that works. And then the question here is, so wait, how do you defeat him? And then this guy, CG Parking Instructor, yet again says, after you defeat all of his allies, after you defeat all of his allies, the fight moves into the final phase where he gains a lot of turn meter at the end of every enemy's turn. This is the time he's vulnerable to being defeated. But you'll have to race to take him out before he takes a bunch of turns. I hope you save some of your strongest abilities for the end of the fight. So, guys, this is like fighting a mini boss in every single fight. This is even harder than a Malik. He's going to be getting a lot of TM, a lot more protection up because of the people taking the turns. So yeah, this is no joke, guys. It's really hard to kind of kill him. He's almost like a nest because you got to save your big abilities for once he gets out of his cover, right? So this is really tough to beat. and the whole cover mechanic is awesome. So another question here is, how does the new keyword remove come into play with the advance and cover mechanics? And then it says, we've used Dispel in the past for characters that need to remove debuffs, but General Skywalker has the special keyword remove. This will remove all status effects, including undispellable effects as well. So we're talking about Padme's undispellable protection up she gets from her unique. This was necessary for the mechanics of his kit, and given the legendary nature of his abilities, we felt it made sense in this rare case, but this is not something we plan on doing with future characters. So that is just really, really strong. Being able to just kind of dispel or get rid of a lot of these debuffs and buffs, I mean, that's really tough, guys. Then his next question we got here is, what is his role in battle? Well, he's a leadership for one. He's kind of like a tank, and he's attacker for the clones. He's an attacker role. So what they say here, they kind of just bring up the 501st to just deal massive damage, and then with his permatant being there, it allows for them to do even more damage. So it's kind of what this one kind of goes over. And then what modes do we expect him to be most effective in? Any mode. That's what it says right here. It says they will do well in any mode. So there you guys have it. What squad do you recommend to support Anakin? They said if you guys don't have all of them ready to go, you can add another Jedi that works particularly well with clones like Shaak Ti. But ideally, you want to run the Anakin being the leadership. You want to run Rex, Echo, and Fives with Ahsoka. That's like the ideal team right now. And then they're also releasing ARC Trooper down the line, and I'll go over that soon, guys. So a couple more I want to go over. Why did we make another Anakin instead of reworking the old one? This one, it's kind of, I don't know, it's pretty straightforward almost. They said that the current Anakin is from Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and this one is more around the TV show. That's pretty much what they say here. And then we also wanted to explore new mechanics, so, you know, that's what I can see here. This Anakin would have been worthy of the rank of Master. The other one from Episode 3 wouldn't have been. So that's kind of why this guy's abilities, General Anakin, will be a lot more overpowered than Jedi Anakin, which I guess makes sense. But that's pretty much it. These other ones I don't want to go over. But now, guys, let's go chat about the ARC Troopers kit reveal. All right, so there's no animations. There's no really pictures showing this, but this will be another kit reveal that's going to be happening after the event, I think. They don't give us a huge timeline. They just said after the event, pretty much. He will be a part of the fight that you'll be having on the Clash of Kamino while you're having to unlock your Anakin. So this guy's categories, he's a light side, he's an attacker, he's a 501st. That's a big thing right there. Clone Trooper, and he's Galactic Republic. So yet again, you can really slot this guy in with either a Shaak Ti team if you want. You can run him in this team with Anakin, or you can run with Padme. So like 3 different teams potentially. And before I get going any further, guys, I really think we'll get a couple more 501st. Maybe just one other, I don't know. And then we'll get a load more clones. I think a lot more clones will be coming down the line. And I think that this Anakin team will be a lot more interchangeable than we have thought in the past with previous teams. I think this team, with this whole faction, Galactic Republic, this is extremely you can do so many variations with the team pretty much. There's so many changing things you can add in here. It's like this guy, let's just go over his kit really fast, guys. His basic is really simple, straight to the point. You do damage, and if they have no buffs before this attack, he deals more damage, 30% more damage. And then special, assign command, cooldown 3. Says here he does more physical damage to target enemy. Give command to target other clone ally until they are defeated, or until command is granted to a different ally. Command is a blaster turret that assists whenever this character uses an ability during their turn. So kind of like a GBA almost with his Brute Alpha, or I mean with his Brute, his Geo Brute. So he's very similar to that, and I wouldn't be surprised if this guy is released just similarly like GBA was through Cantina nodes. It kind of seems like that. And then Unique 1 here, he has 2 uniques. The first one is a Zeta. ARC Trooper has 35% counter chance, and he always has command and summons a blaster turret to the ally slot at the start of the encounter. And when he is revived. The blaster turret will assist when Arc Trooper attacks out of turn. So not only will it attack out of turn for other allies, but it will attack out of turn for him as well. The thing here, though. Excuse me. The thing here, though, I don't think this will really work out too well with this Anakin team, because there's a part to it that is revived. I don't think that this guy will be part of this new team here. I think it'll be down the line with either a Shock T team or some more 501st. I think there's going to be a little bit more stuff going down the line with clones, and I think the revive will be a little bit more based around new content down the line, more characters. So that's pretty cool. What else we got here? Unique 2, blaster turret. So this is the actual blaster turret. Basic is shattering blast, deal true damage, so very, very similar to Droideka. To target enemy and dispel all buffs on them. So the part to this guy's kit where I think you might be able to slot him in for Ahsoka in that new team here is because of this. The dispel on buffs is very similar to Ahsoka, and on top of that, there's going to be a lot of different attack out turns here. So I think this could be a potential slot in for Ahsoka, just me personally. And then while you slot her out, guess what? You still maintain the 501st tag and the Clone Trooper tag as well. So that's very nice to see. And then the unique one here, this is the summon object. This is pretty much similar to the GBA with the Brute and how that functions. So whatever the summoner stats are, it scales it to this object, and the object here is the blaster turret. So whatever your gear levels are, whatever the power is of your Arc Trooper, that'll translate over to the turret, just like the GBA with the Brute. So there you guys have there. And then unique 2 object properties. It can't be targeted and is immune to damage and effects. So this guy is going to just stay there, annoying the heck out of you, dispelling buffs and doing your damage, and that's really annoying. I think Arc Trooper is just one of those really nice to have guys here. The blaster turret is amazing. So maybe this will be the best fit for that whole Anakin team, but I'm not too sure just yet. I think this might be a little bit down the line with some new clones and stuff added with the new light side TB guys. So there you guys have it. Again, I got the video coming out in a little bit about the whole GA problem with Anakin, what you guys should be looking out for. But pretty much my video, guys, was this. I want to chat about this kit reveal. I wanted to chat about the interactions with Anakin and some more stuff there. So hopefully you guys liked the video. If you guys did, give it a like, share it around, and if you guys are new here, feel free to give it a sub. And we got Discord and Patreon. Go check out those two things to help support me. I do have a stream planned for Friday around 3 p.m. Mountain Time, rather 5 p.m. Eastern, if you want to translate that. And I will continue the stream if I don't happen to get Anakin unlocked the first day. I'll continue the stream until I pretty much get him unlocked. So I'll be streaming for a while, guys. So if you guys want to go check out that, feel free. Thank you for watching yet again. Have a good one out there, guys, and I'll see you later.